Hello and welcome back to CEO.CA's Inside the Boardroom. My name is James Petham, and today I'm excited to be joined by Tony Moreau, CEO of American Eagle Gold. They trade on the Venture Exchange under the ticker AE. Tony, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, James. We got great news we just put out.
Yeah, can't wait to talk about it. Obviously, this is a landmark investment you've been able to secure for over $29 million from South32. Walk us through the backstory here. How did you manage to pull this off?
Not a lot different than what happened with tech. They spent 5-6 months in the data room. They loved what they saw. We got to know the team very well. They knew the project inside and out. And they said this is the number one target of theirs in Canada. They really want to expand their reach in North America. They're hot for copper. And the deal kind of came together relatively quickly after that. I think the big difference between the tech offer and South32 offer is, South32 saw enough in the visuals that they're willing to put an offer in before the assays are even out. So that's really telling and really bullish. And what I told an investor the other day is this is really good for shareholders, because I think what they see is they see these visuals out there. They're not sure to buy or not. And, the average investor puts between $1,000 and $5,000 in. This company gave $29 million in visuals. So if that's not a stamp of approval, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, with this being the second major taking a significant stake in American Eagle, where does that put you in terms of, I guess, that global exposure? Now you've had an ASX company come in as well.
This is the absolute holy grail, to have two giant mining companies on your registry. On an equity level, not asset level. We fought tooth and nail with Tech and South32. We had three rules: no asset level deal, no ROFR, so anyone else can come in, and the other big one's no warrants. It gets rid of any overhang. And right now, with nearly $40 million in the bank, we're funded possibly forever. We might never have to do a raise again if everything goes the way that we expect things to go. And your question about an Aussie company coming in, having that second company coming in, that major miner, it gives you that stamp of approval. I thought we already had it with Tech. It gives you another one with South32 coming in. So every investor is going to be looking at you. Every other miner is going to be looking at you saying, what did I miss? And then having a company from Australia there, Australia is very bullish for copper plays and North American plays. So now everyone across the ocean, or oceans, will know about American Eagle. So a stock going up is just about more people wanting to buy than sell. And for us, it's about getting exposure and have people know that we're even out there. So we're funded for pretty much ever. We can drill every single target we want to drill, and we're completely de-risked. And two majors said, thumbs up. This is a really great project. I think we have the best undeveloped copper, gold, porphyry project in all of Canada, and we are going to explore it. We're going to drill it, and we're going to open up all the blue sky. And for me, it's really kind of a race to unlock all that value before Tech, South32, or a third company comes in. So we got a great team, we got a good plan, and we're going to evaluate all of our options.
Thanks a lot for the overview, Tony. Certainly an exciting time for American Eagle and American Eagle shareholders. There are a couple of highlights we talked about already in terms of the South32 deal. 15% premium being paid, no warrants as well. Were there any other key highlights that people should be aware of?
No, I think you pretty much got it. The no ROFR, no broker fees, at a premium, not a discount. Those are the keys, and we get the cash. It's all hard dollars. We can spend it, when we want. We're not constrained by time, and we're just completely de-risked. And we have a great company that invested in us. So you hit pretty much every nail right on the head there.
Great. And in terms of next steps here, where does this leave you with Tech? Because there was obviously the right for them to maintain an equal stake in the company, so they might further exercise that right and acquire more equity. What are your expectations there, and what are the timelines?
I don't want to guess what Tech's going to do. They're a big company. They obviously really liked us. They invested in us 3 times in 2023. They believe in NAC. They've been good partners of ours. But look, we negotiated a similar deal with Tech. They are a shareholder. They don't have a ROFR. They don't have any kind of piece of NAC itself. So we look after shareholders, and what's the most deal-friendly deal for shareholders? It's a partnership with a company, another major company, because it is diluting, but it's not really diluting because those shares aren't being sold. They're not being attached to warrants, etc. And they're being held for the long term because in essence, South32 and Tech are getting in because maybe they want to buy us down the line. So we did that deal for shareholders. Tech's a shareholder. They can decide to maintain or not, and we'll probably find out in the next 5 to 6 days. The ball's in their court right now. We're happy if they do, and if they don't, we're still fine. We have nearly $40 million in the bank.
Excellent. And in terms of where that leaves you funding-wise, as you say, close to $40 million in the treasury, does having this kind of influx of cash change your plans at NAC? Are you going to be doing more drilling than you anticipated in the coming months, or are you going to be kind of taking a moment to regroup and plan your exploration further in 2025 and 2026?
Completely changes our whole plan. If the North Holes deliver the way we expect them to deliver, and why South32 really invested in us in the first place based on visuals, this plan would have had to be a lot bigger than our current $8 million we have in cash in the bank would be able to pay for. So this takes away the pressure of having to do a raise down the line. And guess what? The equity holders wouldn't know we have to do a raise. We might have seen a sell down, but this takes away all of those kind of ceilings from our stocks. We already did that raise with a company that's not going to sell your shares. Mm-hmm. The next year's program is going to be significantly expanded. Where we're going to drill in next year's program is not going to be constrained by anything, helicopters, whatever. We're going to do a lot of off-season work. We still have 11 assays that come out. They're going to be coming out imminently. We're going to be doing a lot of work, and we're going to figure out the best places to drill to create value for shareholders. And we're evaluating all options, whether that's winter drilling or just waiting until the spring to drill. But we're still waiting for our assays, and then we'll kind of figure everything else out. I want to remind people, we came out with our last news release on June 17th or 7th last year, and with no drilling, we nearly tripled the value of our stock. So I always tell people, don't underestimate the value of our technical team and our corporate team being able to provide surprises. And NAC's a beast, and it's only going to get better from here, especially we got dollars we put in the ground, nearly $40 million.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like there's imminent news coming from NAC in terms of those assays that are pending. Obviously, on the corp dev, the financing side, things are pretty wrapped up there, I guess, in terms of not much need to go back to the market for years now. Is there anything else that people should know about American Eagle and NAC at this point?
Just follow our company. I think it's just about knowing, our stock ticker is out there, and when great news comes out there, make sure that stock ticker is on your screen. So for us, it's just about getting exposure. I found that out in Vancouver in my last few visits. People didn't know who American Eagle is. And not only do I expect a lot more people to know who we are in Vancouver, but also a lot more people to know about us around the globe. So when those assays hit and this deal closes, there'll be a lot more eyes on us. So look up below.
Fantastic. Well, Tony, congratulations on this landmark investment from South32. Looking forward to seeing those assays come out imminently as well. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks a lot, James.